Thinking about leaving your soul-sucking 9-to-5 job? One of the biggest struggles I see people, especially as women, face is the idea of having that safety net, that enticing perks and benefits, and listening to that head trash of what will people think if I leave. I totally get it, and I've been where you are. That's why I created a free guide to help you if you're thinking about putting in that notice. It's called Unlocking Your Exit Plan. Discover 5 things you need to do before leaving your 9-to-5. This guide is filled with worksheets and steps, so you will have hand-holding along the way. You can download your copy in the link in the show notes, and again, it's totally free. Now back to today's episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Hello Sis Dorsey podcast. In this episode, I know it's been a long time coming, but I'm finally getting around to telling you all about my summit that I just recently did at the end of January. The good, the weirdness, the hiccups, what I liked, what I didn't like, the error and the issues that I had, and would I do this again? So stay tuned. Hey there, let's face it, today's internet world is so saturated and everyone is fighting for that number one spot to be visible. It is no longer about running ads and having thousands of people on your email list. It is about building relationships and networking with others to grow your business and become visible. Hi, my name is Candace. I'm a podcast launch strategist and I help service-based business owners develop and deliver their message to the world by using platforms like podcasting and bringing valuable content to those who need to hear what they have to say. Welcome to the Hello Sis Dorsey podcast. Okay, so I am going to break it all down for you in this episode. How I planned it, what went on, and all the issues and things that I had, but all the good things that I had as well. So I'll start off by saying that this summit was a Christianpreneur Summit, and I had it in 2 segments. So the first segment was completely free. It was how do you balance faith, family, and finances while putting Christ first in your life and in your business. And I had each one of my speakers talk on that. And then the second segment, which was a part of the All Access Pass, and that one, it was all about your 30-day plan. So if you lost your job and you had 30 days to get the money for your rent or your mortgage, what would you do using your God-given talent? And it was so helpful and amazing. The different strategies that each one of the guests and the speakers came up with, I really, really enjoyed it so much. So I'm going to go through how I planned this. So first of all, I essentially wanted to do something that wasn't part of like an audio summit, like for my podcast. I wanted to do a video summit this time, and I did a audio summit where I had about 3 people, and I posted it on my podcast, and that went really well. I did start off really small. So I said this time I want to get some speakers on, and I want them to be interviewed. And I was like, I'll do this all the time on my podcast, so this should be okay. So I came up with the name first and foremost, and I said I want to do something faith-based and something that I knew would help people during this time. So I said, I want to still work with entrepreneurs. So how am I going to name this in essence? And I came up with, Christianpreneur Summit. So I went ahead and grabbed the domain for it. And I was like, okay, I bought the domain for it. It's set in stone. I'm going to have to do this. So then I started thinking, well, what does that look like? And I was like, well, I really don't know how to plan a summit, so maybe I should actually follow someone who's done it before. And I remember hearing Bailey Richards' name from ClickFunnels, and she did Russell Brunson's 30-day plan summit. So I was like, and I've seen that she had some free resources. So I went to her website, I grabbed the free resources, and she had like the different phases. So I took that information, essentially, I tweaked it and I moved things around to accommodate the way that I'm doing my summit. Okay. I've totally bootstrapped this whole thing, okay, from free resources. So, not only that, I was on a summit in October previously, and I really liked the flow. It was called the Side Hustle Summit, the Ultimate Side Hustle Summit, and I really liked the flow and how he did everything. So, I didn't copy, let's say that, okay? I essentially kind of modeled the way that he flowed, how the summit flowed and everything. So I kind of modeled that feel and implemented some of the things that and tools that Bailey Richards that she suggested. So I put all of those pieces together and I came up with my 3 different phases. Okay, so for the first phase, which is the planning phase, and that lasts for 30 days. So during this time, you're coming up with your name for your summit. What does that look like? The dates, how many guests you're going to have, and the whole speakers, putting it on your calendar, coming up with the domain name and everything. Also within this 30 days, this is where you do your outreach. So you outreach to, ideal groups on Facebook. Hey, I'm planning the summit and this is what I'm looking for. Here's the form. Read the form, fill it out if you want to be a part of this. Now, I didn't have any payment or pre-approval process. This was all, if you can get through the form, because it was pretty long. So if you get through that form, then I definitely know that you're serious. I had a lot of people drop off simply because of the form that I had, which was fine because I had the people on there that got ordained to be on the summit, and they were so graceful, peaceful. They really had a lot of patience and everything with me. So the people who were on my summit were the people who I knew that God wanted it to be on the summit. So I went ahead and moved forward with that. And during this 30 days as well, I started scheduling the guests as well, and I scheduled all the interviews within this 30-day period, this 30-day time frame, because the next phase I had to do all the setting up and the tech and everything. So we go over to the next 30 days, which is the creating phase. So this phase I had to figure out which platform I was going to use. I already figured out which platform I was going to use to do the summit on, but I had to essentially come up with the landing page, how everything was going to flow. I had create email templates ahead of time, which I did. I actually had some time within the first 30 days to come up with the email templates and everything. And then I had that all set. And then I was like, oh, what am I going to say on the landing page? What am I going to say on the website? So thank God. Now, one of the speakers was Clara Winston, and she's a copywriter. She is amazing, and she offered help to help, if I needed help or anything. So I was like, I'm going to have to reach out to her because I need help. So I reached out to her. The copy was amazing. Shout out to Clara Winston. She really did an awesome job on the copy for the landing page. So then I want to have a plan booklet and a booklet where everyone could, the speaker's 30-day plan was actually printed on the booklet along with their contact information, their picture, their bio, and everything. So I wanted to have that set, and I was like, oh, I really don't want to do it, but I want it. So I reached out to Lovely Abbott. Now, Lovely's been on my podcast before. Her and I have been in contact. We DM each other. She's done multiple projects for me, and I said, lovely, I need help. So she did the 30-day plan booklet. It was really awesome. Came out so beautiful, so amazing. And then I was like, I don't want to do the videos. I don't want to edit the videos. So I had my assistant Carrie Lonnie. She's amazing as well, and I had her edit the videos, both videos for me. So I had my team in place. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not do this by yourself. Everybody say, yo, you can do it by yourself. No, you really can't. You definitely need a team because, I mean, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot of work to do and a lot of planning and a lot of things to get together. If I didn't have the team that I had and the help that I had, the summit would probably still be in the planning stage, seriously. So by me having the team and having the things in place to plan this summit, it really helped me to be able to move forward and execute this summit very well. So I really want to thank those who helped me out so much. So that was in between the 30 days. So this was in between the second phase of the summit. So all the interviews was done. We are now getting ready to get into the editing process, the sales page copy, doing the booklet. So we're in this phase, and me on the back end, I'm putting up all the links. I designed the landing page. Yes, I designed that landing page. I designed it, put everything in place, set up the members area. I set up the affiliate links because I did have affiliates. I gave the speakers an option if they want to do an affiliate to essentially get more eyeballs on the summit, because I knew I was going to need that organic push. Now, I'm a Facebook ads girl. Yes, I know how to run Facebook ads and I know how to get clicks, but I wanted it to be a more authentic feel, like more of people who was on the summit who knew people that they would be genuinely interested in this summit. So I set all the affiliate things up, everything was set up in ClickFunnels, and I wanted it in ClickFunnels because ClickFunnels had everything. They had the landing page, they had the members area, they had the affiliate, which is the backpacking portion of the affiliate part. And then they also had a special. They had like a three-month special because I had canceled them because I'm like, $97 is a bit too much. But then I thought about it. I said, I'm really going to need that backpacking portion for the affiliates of it. So when you cancel and then you want to kind of like come back, I came back and then they offered me a 3 months, 97, 197. I don't know why I'm saying 97, 197 for 3 months, and then you get the platinum part of it. I was like, okay, this is cool. I was like, I only need it for 3 months. Definitely need it for the affiliate portion of it to get my affiliate commission and everything out. So I did that. And then we go on to phase 3. Now, phase 3 is the execution phase. This is everything needs to get ready to go. We're getting ready to promote it. So we promoted it on January 15th, starting January 15th, and then all the way up until January 27th. So when that kicked off, people started signing up. It started to like really start to get some momentum. So I'm like, okay, so they're signing up. But by this time I did not get the recordings yet for the videos. And I was so nervous. And I'm like, hi, Carrie, how are you doing? And I don't want to say, could you hurry up? But she's probably listening to this. Carrie, I didn't want to say hurry up. But I was almost on pins and needles because I was like, oh my goodness, is she going to be able to get everything in time? But she was right on it. She is amazing. She's a silent worker. Like, she's not one of them worker that has like a lot of noise, like assistants, VAs out there that makes a lot of noise. Like, she doesn't, you don't have to keep telling her how to do stuff, how to do this and everything. You give her instructions, she run with it, and the finished product is exactly what you want. So I'm like, I was starting to get nervous, but I'm like, okay, Carrie got this. She has it. I fully trust her. She came back. It was amazing. I was like, all right, all the videos uploaded in Google, in the Google Drive. So I was like, okay, we can go with it. Now, we're in the launching phase of this. It was was it Monday? Yeah. So it's Monday, and I'm, connecting all the videos and everything. I was going to upload it initially in YouTube at first, all the videos up in YouTube at first, and then YouTube was actually uploading the videos very slowly, and I didn't like that. So, and my internet connection is really fast. It's the fastest that AT&T has. So I was like, oof, I don't like that. So I signed up for, was it Vimeo? Yeah, Vimeo, Vimeo. Get them mixed up with the payment software, Vimeo. So I signed up with them and signed back up with them, actually, because I did have a previous account with them. I wasn't crazy about it, so I canceled the account. And I said, well, let me try this instead so that the videos, will probably will upload faster. No, it didn't. So I was like, okay, I have to figure this thing out. So I Google searched on how could I link my Google videos, embed them. Because let me tell you something, ClickFunnels, and I'm not going to say all of the landing page software out there, but a lot of landing page don't allow you to host videos on the programs. So ClickFunnels is actually one of them. So you actually have to have a separate hosting platform to host your videos in order to have it show up on ClickFunnels. I don't like that. I'm just being honest because that's just me. I like a platform that's hosting the videos as well versus me having my videos somewhere else and then I have to either create a link for it, embed it, or whatever. I wasn't crazy about that, but I figured it out. Thank God. I Google searched how to get the embedded link for Google, for your Google Drive or the videos that's uploaded onto Google, how to get the embedded link so that I can use the hosted part of it, so I can keep my videos in the Google Drive and have it on ClickFunnels. Okay, because I was like, I don't want to pay an additional fee a month to do that. And I'm like, and then YouTube was being slow about uploading the videos. So I did that. And what did I do that for? I feel like this podcast episode should definitely be like a part 1, a part 2, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of things, and I'm giving you the nitty-gritty details on this. It's a lot of things that that went on, but I don't want to be like really the type of person that would be like, oh, I had these few errors, but other than that, it was okay. And, not really giving you the actual behind the scenes of actually what really went on. So, this podcast episode is definitely probably going to be a little bit long. So I said, okay. So I'm like, yes. I was like, okay, I don't have to pay for an extra hosting. They're already there on Google Drive. I don't have to worry about uploading the YouTube and everything, so that's fine. Everything was set. Everything was completely uploaded. The links was working on Google Drive and everything. The day of the summit come, and no one can see the videos. I should have some dramatic music in the background or something like that. But no one could see the videos. And I'm like, what's going on? So my wonderful friend, Corinne Young, she was actually one of the summit guests, the summit speakers. She sends me a Facebook Messenger message very, very early in the morning over here. It's 6 and she's in Illinois. And she's like, the video's not working. I was like, what? I literally looked at my phone. I'm in the bed. I looked at my phone and I get the message and she says, the videos are not working. I almost had a heart attack because I was not up all the way. I was still sleeping, but I had grabbed my phone because it was getting ready for the time for me to wake up. And plus, I had to work that day. Thank God I work from home, but still, I had to get myself together to be able to log in on my computer here for my work. But when I saw that early in the morning, I almost freaked. I almost had a heart attack. And then I scared my mom, and I think she may have had some sort of heart attack too. And not to be joking, but my heart literally like jumped out of my chest, and I'm like, what? So I hurry up. I go in the next room, which is my office. I'm still half asleep, and I jump on the computer, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I'm just sitting here in front of my computer, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. And then she sends me a message. She said it might be the permissions or something. And when she said permissions, I was like, oh, I'm like, yes, I need to unrestrict the videos. So I unrestrict the videos. And then I was like, okay, perfect. Now they can see it. Then she says, I have to download the third-party cookies. She said, you may want to tell everybody about that. I was like, oh my gosh. So then, by this time, I had already sent an email out to everyone on the email list to say, hey, the videos wasn't working, but they should be working now. Please email me if you have any questions. I'm emailing this to over 150 something people. Then when I got that message from her, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, well, I hope it's fine for other people. Now, while this is going on, I didn't know that my lovely assistant, Carrie, was actually getting emails from everyone else saying, hey, the videos isn't working. The videos isn't working. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I wanted to cry that day and die. But I'm telling you this because this is a great learning lesson. And when I wanted to record this episode, I wanted it to be like maybe some days behind, definitely. And I wanted to give you the details that, this was not fun and games for me. It's a learning lesson. It was really a learning lesson. And all in all, it got done. So then after that, I was like, okay, everything should be okay. Then I started getting help ticket emails. Like, I can't see it on my phone. I'm unable to download it. And I told them, you may have third-party cookie restrictions on your Google Chrome browser or whatever browser you're using. Please restrict that. So this is the next day, Saturday. So I was like, no, this is not good enough. I was like, I can't have this at all. So I took the time out that whole day, Saturday, to re-upload the videos in YouTube and just wait. Because I'm like, I want it done right. Okay. So I re-uploaded the videos in YouTube and I took the links and I had YouTube host all videos. The videos for the first segment and the videos for the second segment. So I'm uploading 24 videos that took me generally maybe 4 hours-ish, if not that. How about 3 hours? I'm exaggerating to do it, but I said I want to make sure that it's done right. And then when I did that, I uploaded them, and then after that, I sent an email from the people who were having the technical issues. I sent them an email, and I said, everything should be okay. Double check for me. Please let me know if there's any other things that come up. So, got the emails back that they said, yay, everything is working good. I said, oh, thank goodness. But at this time, I said, that's not good enough. Okay. Because I'm a service person and I want to make sure that everyone is happy. So what I did was, instead of cutting the videos off for 24 hours, because the summer was supposed to end on the 29th, basically, the midnight of the 29th. I sent the email to everyone and I said, due to technical errors and issues with the videos, I'm extending this time. I said, now you have until Monday, February 1st. Yes, Monday, February 1st to view both days. So I gave them the whole weekend and the whole day Monday to view the summit because I felt like that was only right. That was only fair. So I opened that up, and after that, I was like, oh, it's over. That was everything in a nutshell. So after that, I started getting emails and comments that people enjoyed the summit and they felt that the speakers were awesome, and some of the speakers even connected with one another. So it was beautiful. It was definitely beautiful. All in all, I was like, yes, I did it. This is my first time launching something that I bootstrapped. I didn't have no course to go through or anything like that. I did free resources to utilize, and I planned the summit all by piecing things together. Okay. So, what I liked about the summit, after all of that, what I liked about the summit, I love the connections. I love the connections that were made. I love the connections that I made with the speakers. It was so awesome, so amazing. I still speak to some of those women to this day. Okay. I love the idea of launching. I love the planning part of it. I love the launch part of it. I really did. Minus the hiccups and everything, I really felt like I was kind of in my zone of genius at that time. And I was like, well, this is something that I can definitely tap into and do in the future. So launching was really wonderful for me, and I actually loved that process. And overall, helping people out there, getting all the speakers' message across, inspiring people. That was my main goal during this time, because I know that during this COVID-19, it's a really tough time for a lot of people and a lot of their families, and people are giving up. They don't have any hope. You're staying in the house and you really can't see your family. So I thought that this is a really good time to have everyone be connected. So that was my main goal. Okay. What will I do different? I will use a different platform that hosts videos. Bottom line. I love ClickFunnels. I love the ease of the use of it. It's very easy to use. It's drag and drop. I mean, I can now build a landing page off of ClickFunnels, very quickly. But I want something, if I do another event, I want something that I'm actually hosting the videos on the platform. I know it's very rare to find, but I'm pretty sure there's some platforms out there that does so. Another thing, I will do it live. I will definitely do it live. I think live is so much fun. Having that energy, feeding off of other people's energy. I think doing it live will probably be a little bit better. Yeah, that's my take on it. I will definitely do it live next time. Okay. So will I do this again? Yes, I would. I will do this again. Now that I've learned a lot of things and now that I understand how things go, I would definitely do this again. If I would do one at the end of the year, the beginning of next year, the summer, I don't know. So it was fun. It really was. I loved it so much. I highly recommend you do it. Definitely do it. Do it for the learning experience, do it for the connection, and do it for your people. I know generally a lot of people say maybe about 20 people on your summit, but start off with maybe about 5 to 10 people starting off. I had 12 speakers. It was a lot for me for the 12 people. So I was like, I could imagine what it would be like me being one person having 20 people on the summit. So that would be definitely something to maybe look to doing in the future. But I probably would stick with up to 15. That's probably the cutoff for having speakers. But yeah, just wanted to share in this episode the good, the pretty, the hiccups, the everything. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I wanted to run ads on Facebook. I have to add this in here because because ads is so funny. So I wanted to run ads on Facebook, but I got kicked out of my ad account and I was like, I don't know what's going on. But I found out because of the whole political issues and everything that was going on, and they wanted me to essentially provide identification to say that I am who I am that's running the ads. And I was like, oh no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. But I was like, you know what? I don't blame them. I really don't. They got really strict around that time. After the incidents in Washington and everything, they got really, really strict. I felt a lot of people probably like, well, that didn't happen to me, Candace, but I felt like they really got really strict because usually I could just run an ad and that was it. But they literally asked me for some form of ID before I could run any ads. And I was like, I'm not giving you that. But I was like, I really need to run ads. So I actually gave them one of my Sam's Club cards with my picture on it that had my name on it. And then they went ahead and approved me. But I found that was very weird. That was the only issue that I had with Facebook ads. So I only had like 2 days to run the ads for the event. But I kind of really didn't need it because, the speakers and everybody, affiliates and everybody pretty much did their part, which I'm truly, truly grateful for. And they shared it to their people. So it was really nice. And it was a wonderful event. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions regarding doing the summit, you can definitely reach out to me at my website is hellociasdorsey.com. You can send me an email. I am more than happy to give you any tips, any strategies, or anything like that to help you with planning yours. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's going to be the end of this episode. Do leave a comment, a review, or a like or something if you like this episode, and click subscribe whichever platform you're listening to this on, and that will be really truly helpful and grateful. Take care.